to my channel, Jen on a Budget. My name is Jen, and today we're going to do a budget with me for March paycheck number 2. Okay, so I did change up the lighting a little bit. I usually like to film at night. This time I'm filming in the morning. So let me know if you guys like the natural light instead. As you all know, I'm on maternity leave, and honestly, it's been so long since the last time I was on maternity leave with my son. That was like 6 years ago, so I don't even remember what the process was like back then and how it is now. So I'm going to share with you my experience and the process that I have to go through throughout my leave, and be honest and transparent with you on how much I'll be getting paid. I've learned so much filing for disability through my employer. I'm only speaking on my behalf. Every company is different and their process is so different. There are some companies who give their employees a year off. I think I read somewhere that Netflix give their employees who are pregnant a year off full pay, so they're so lucky. I don't want to be all negative and complain, because the way I see it, my situation could be worse, you know. When my husband worked for his old job, they only gave him 2 weeks off when my son was born. And I know someone who is pregnant and she's only eligible for 3 months off through her employer. And so when I spoke with my employer, I'm eligible for 6 months, which I am grateful for. However, the pay, you guys, the pay is what's going to make me struggle, no doubt. My husband is eligible for 6 months, and 4 of those months are full pay from his company. So he's very lucky. So I decided to go on mat leave starting February 28th. Originally I was going to go on leave March 11th, but long story short, I had to leave early due to medical reasons. I was experiencing preterm labor, a lot of contractions. So my doctor told me to take work off early and rest. So the date I took off was February 28th last month. And the date my baby is due is March 25th, which is next week. My disability pay won't start until after March 25th. So in between those days, in between March 28th and March 25th, I'm required to use any sick time, paid time off in order to get paid. So last paycheck stuffing was my last working paycheck. This paycheck stuffing or budget is from PTO hours and sick hours. So I got the same amount as a working paycheck. Again, every employer is different. I'm just telling you guys my experience. So you guys, guess how much I'll be getting for my disability pay through my employer after my baby is born? $800 a month taxed. Let me repeat that, $800 a month taxed. And you know, $800 a month for a family of 4 in the Bay Area is nothing. My portion of rent alone is $1,000. So if I were to use all that money for rent, which I won't have enough for, I'd be left with nothing. And I also learned that because I'm getting disability pay through my employer, I won't be eligible for state disability, because the state of California is going to see that my company provides disability pay and will easily deny or reject my application. It's basically them saying, we're not going to give you disability pay because your company provides it, so go to them. From what I've heard and learned, you can't get both. It's either like one or the other. So that's what I've been told. So when I learned about this, I was so stressed. So I started to save enough to cover my half of the bills and rent, since those were the main priorities. I know I have my husband to help me out, and he keeps telling me not to worry about paying for everything. But you know, I still want to contribute and help with the bills. So I'm glad I was able to save enough for the time that I'm off work. Okay, enough of that. Let's go right into budgeting. We're going to budget $1,700 for this paycheck. I did round this paycheck off So I have a little bit of buffer in my account. So the way my bill is set up is that I color coordinate everything. So purple are my bills, pink is my variable expenses, and blue are my sinking funds. So all these amounts right here are from my last paycheck. And now we're going to use this column right here to budget for this second paycheck. So I'm going to start off with bills because that's the most important part. All my bills you see here are due towards the end of the month. The only two bills that are due every 3 months is garbage and water. But I still want to prepare for those bills since I have the funds now. So I have my calculator right here. I'm just going to subtract as I go. So rent is going to be 500. So we're going to 500. And then garbage is going to get 65. Minus 65. Water is going to, I haven't gotten the bill for water, so it's still going to get 100. My phone's going to get 37. Okay, and then my loan is going to get 125. Okay, 37 minus 125. Okay. And JJ school is accounted for the time that I'm on leave, so I won't be stuffing JJ school for a while. I'm going to go ahead and add all the bills. So total is $827 for my bills. I'm going to subtract $827 from $1,700, my paycheck. $1,700 minus $827. Okay, so we have $873 left for our variable expenses and our sinking funds. Again, rent and JJ's school tuition will be left in my account, so all the other bills will be pulled through cash. Let me go ahead and change the color. We're moving on to variable expenses. So for variable expenses, we have $873 to work with for both variable and sinking funds. So for food, starting off with food, I'm going to bump this up a little. Originally, I budgeted $200 last paycheck. I'm going to go ahead and budget $250. So minus $250. And then beauty is going to get $100. Shopping is going to get $100. Gas is going to get $50. Fun will get $25. And then miscellaneous, I did include a miscellaneous envelope. I've added it this month. Is going to get $30. Okay, I did something wrong. Okay, I did calculate wrong, so okay, bear with me. So we have $827 for variable expenses and sinking funds. So let me go ahead and subtract the variable expense portion. That leaves us $272 for our sinking funds. So I'm actually going to round this off to 270. Let's see. So 270 for our sinking funds. And this is where I kind of have trouble with. I like to move numbers around a lot. So again, I'm going to subtract as I go through each category. I have a new envelope, Joel, my husband. His birthday is coming up in June, so I want to start saving for that. So he's gonna get, let's see, 65. Okay, emergency, let's do 30. Vacation, let's do 20. Okay, car, we'll get 20. Holiday is going to get 30. Okay, let's see. Love is gonna get 20. JJ, his birthday's coming up, so I'm gonna stuff that a little more, 75. And then household will get 10. Okay, so we're left with nothing. So let me go ahead and calculate how much we'll be pulling from the bank. So we're pulling out $1,152 to cash stuff. Again, I like to leave rent and JJ's tuition in my account, so we're not pulling cash for those two categories. All right, thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time. We'll do the cash stuffing video. So once again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.